Well, updates coming in from Tamil Nadu as the Deepam row has raged on in the state for the last 2 weeks. A big development that is now coming over this information that has been shared by the former BJP chief of the Tamil Nadu unit, Annamalai. Now, he's claimed that a youth has died by suicide allegedly in Madurai, saying that he took that extreme step as he was anguished and upset over the Deepam row. The deceased, who has been identified as Chandran, as the local sources say that he locked himself up in a police booth in the city limits and set himself ablaze using petrol. Now, what is now being said as far as the reasons behind Chandran's death on the Deepam row, is it to be linked? Well, that is something that a confirmation yet needs to be received on part of the authorities there. But this in itself is a big development, according to the BJP leader, saying that he's asking and making an appeal to the people there that they may not be happy with how the DMK government has been taking up this issue, but the matter is in the courts and the people need to keep their faith restored in the courts of the country. Let's get this development, more information that Dharni is joining us with. Dharni, who has been Chandran as far as when it comes to the linkages of his death, him taking that extreme step, is it now being linked to the Deepam row?
Well, when we speak to the police department officials from Madurai, they tell us that Chandran purportedly sent 3 audio clips to some of his friends before taking this extreme step. And in those audio clips, Chandran has allegedly expressed disappointment over the fact that the holy lamp is not being allowed to be lit on the Deepathul in Tirupparamundram Hills. In fact, his body is right now in the Madurai Rajaji Government Hospital. Post-mortem examination will begin shortly. Meanwhile, the family members of Chandran, they are waiting outside the Rajaji Government Hospital in Madurai. We are showing you live visuals from in front of the mortuary. So we are looking at the family members mourning his death, and we in fact spoke to the brother of Chandran a while back. His name is Madurai, and he says that he was not affiliated to any political party. He was not officially a member of any political party. But he was an ardent devotee of Lord Muruga. He used to visit all the Murugan temples in the locality very frequently. So he was a bhakt and he was an ardent devotee of Lord Muruga, is what Chandran's brother Madurai has told times now. And the family is confused. They look completely shattered and they tell that they don't understand why Chandran would take such an extreme step. So the police are currently investigating the matter. One top police source from Madurai has told us that the police department is in fact suspecting that this death might be linked to the Deepam row that is currently unfolding in Tirupparamundram. But so far, no official statement has come in from the police department. So we are awaiting an official statement from the police department on this matter. Meanwhile, we also have to tell the viewers that Tamil Nadu BJP Chief Nagendran is currently in Madurai, and we are given to understand through sources in BJP that Mr. Nagendran will be meeting the kin of Chandran today. He will be meeting them in person and he will be expressing his deepest condolences to their
I think we're going to break that update for our viewers as far as what Dharni is getting us those pictures from Madurai live. As far as the BJP is now going to take up this issue in a big way. The BJP state unit chief is expected to meet with the family of Chandran also to extend his condolences. But the BJP has continued to launch an attack on the DMK government. But let's clearly put out the statement by Mr. Annamalai himself on over this incident, which involves a man identified as Chandran. Apparently, he set himself ablaze because he was upset and he was anguished over the way that the DMK government was handling the Deepam row. Let's put out when it comes to the statement of Mr. Annamalai, saying that the news that the devout Muruga devotee, brother Pooran Chandran from Narimedu area of Madurai City Corporation, who hails from Tirupparankundaram Subramanya Swami Hilla lamp pillar, has set himself ablaze and lost his life in condemnation of the DMK government that preventing the lighting of the lamp there against the honorable judgment of the Madras High Court has caused him immense shock and sorrow. He further says that the case is in court. We have complete faith in the court, and in this situation that the fact has taken, the individual has taken his life is a regrettable decision, and I humbly request everyone not to take such decision for any reason and saying that I pray to the soul that of Pooran Chandran attains Stalin's divine feet of Lord Murugan, but clearly here the BJP is now dragging and taking the name and attacking the DMK government over when it comes to this incident now being reported in Madurai.
Pooran Chandran, this person has lost his life, committed suicide. Why? It is because of the Dravida model DMK government. The Tirupparamgundram Deepam was not lit. He did not commit suicide. Now, the Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin, the Dravida model DMK government, their allies should take responsibility for this murder. I charge that this is not a suicide, this is a murder committed by this government.
Well, not suicide, but murder. That seems to be the level and the allegations that has now been leveled on part of the BJP there. But how is the state government now reacting? Let's put out the details that are now coming in from the DMK government itself. In this breaking update, Stalin Jr. is of the opinion that it is the center which is sowing the seeds of hatred, saying that in the name of religion, evil attempts will not work here. Now, this development is coming at a time, however, when it comes to this particular issue, that Udhayanidhi Stalin is of the opinion that those at the center are trying to sow hatred in the name of religion, in the name of language, in the name of caste as well. However much they try, their evil attempts will not work in Tamil Nadu, saying that the people here will not allow it, and the people here will defeat the attempts by such forces who are trying to create divisions among us.
மதம் மொழி சாதியின் பேரால வெறுப்புணர்வை வேணும்னே பரப்புறாங்க. நான் இங்க மதுரையிலிருந்து உங்க முன்னிலையில நான் உறுதியா சொல்றேன், அவங்களுடைய எவ்வளவு முயற்சி பண்ணாலும் நிச்சயமா தமிழ்நாட்டுக்குள்ள அவங்களுடைய பிரித்தாளரை சூழ்ச்சி எந்த நாளையும் வெற்றி பெறாது. தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்கள் அனுமதிக்கவே மாட்டாங்க. ஏன்னா தமிழ்நாடு எப்பொழுதுமே ஒரு தனித்துவமான மாநிலம். மக்கள் மத்தியில பிரிவினையை ஏற்படுத்தி, பிரிவினையை தூண்டி, கலவரத்தை ஏற்படுத்தி, அந்த கலவரத்தில் எப்படியாவது குளிர்காயலாம்னு நினைக்கின்ற பாசிஸ்டுடைய நினைப்பு நிச்சயம் தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களால் வீழ்த்தப்படும்.
Well, Mr. Vinod Selvam is connected with us. How are you looking at this incident being reported in Madurai, an individual taking his life and the BJP now connecting his death to suicide and murder, now blaming the DMK government for it?
The DMK does have blood on its hands, after the courts have given a very clear-cut verdict. This Tirupparamgundram Deepam has been haunting people for years together. It's not the first time that the people of the Hindu community have tried to light the lamp. Every year this happens, and every year the police keep restraining them. But now, after the court has given a very clear-cut order, and the DMK government using its police to still muzzle over these individuals, even after the court had clearly said give them protection to go light the lamp, just goes to show the anti-Hindu mindset of the DMK. The minority vote bank appeasement politics seems to have gained over even a verdict of the High Court or the sentiments of the majorities, and the result of which has today resulted in a youngster taking his own life for the cause, for what he considered as a larger cause. So it is very unfortunate, and the DMK should answer for the death of this person, and I really hope that sense prevails in the heads of the people governing the state, and they choose justice and righteousness over just plain appeasement for the sake of elections.
All right. Mr. Selvam, thank you very much for joining in. So the BJP has been calling it nothing but an attempt of appeasement here, however, has claimed the life of a young man. Dharani, the developments that are now coming in from Madurai, because we are still awaiting any confirmation or details to come in from the police's side. What is the exact cause or the reason behind the individual's death?
Well, if we talk about the chronology of the incident, so this happened around 3:30 p.m. yesterday. Pooran Chandran was driving an auto. He's an auto driver, and he was also used to be a medical rep, is what the family says. So yesterday around 3:30 p.m. He locked himself inside a police booth which is located near a Periyar statue in Madurai city, and he set himself on fire using petrol. So the locals in the area, hearing him scream, they informed the police department and the fire department, but by the time the fire department personnel arrived at the location and doused the fire, Pooran Chandran was already dead. His body was still taken to the Madurai Rajaji Government Hospital. The doctors in the hospital also declared him dead on arrival. So this is the chronology of what happened yesterday, and as I earlier said, we tried talking to multiple police sources from the Madurai Police Department. At least two sources link this death of Pooran Chandran to the Deepam row, and in fact Pooran Chandran had recorded 3 audios before taking his own life, and he purportedly sent these 3 audios from his tab to some of his friends, and in these 3 audios Pooran Chandran is expressing disappointment over the fact that the holy lamp is not being allowed to be lit on the Deepathon. However, as I told earlier, the police department has not officially put out any statement on this matter yet. So we are awaiting an official confirmation, official statement from the police department. So all the information that we are sharing at this point, these are all source-based, and we are in fact showing...
So waiting information to come in from the authority side, but pictures that are now coming in from Madurai, where the Tamil Nadu BJP unit chief is expected to meet with the family of Pooran Chandran and also to extend condolences over his death.